Turning now to some other news, Pakistan is planning to ban the political party of the former Prime Minister Imran Khan. The government claims Khan's PTI party received illegal foreign funding. It also accuses him of inciting rioting. Khan has been in jail for nearly a year and is barred from standing in elections.
Things only seem to get worse for one of Pakistan's most popular politicians, Imran Khan. The jailed leader is facing a relentless effort to keep him out of sight. In the latest move, the government has decided to ban his PTI party.
In light of all the evidence, the federal government will move to ban PTI.
The announcement comes days after Pakistan's courts ruled in favor of Imran Khan and his party. Khan faces more than 100 court cases. He says they're all politically motivated. His PTI party claims it faced a brutal crackdown on its candidates and supporters in the run-up to February's election. Hundreds of PTI members are still in jail. Many of them have been accused of vandalizing state and military installations after Khan was arrested last year. But despite the crackdown, Imran Khan's party won the most seats in the 2024 election. He still appears to have massive public support.
PTI is in our hearts. We all stand with Imran Khan. He stands up for our rights and we are with him.
This government has done so many illegal things against Imran Khan. How many accusations have been made against him? How many restrictions? How many cases? God willing, the people are standing up with him. May he get relief.
Imran Khan was ousted as Prime Minister in a vote of no confidence in 2022. It is widely perceived that he fell out of favor with Pakistan's powerful military. The armed forces have directly ruled the country for nearly half of its existence since its creation in 1947. Many say Khan came to power in 2018 with the backing of the military. But after he was forced out, he has been able to mobilize the masses against the military's role in politics. It's an issue that involves deeply entrenched emotions. And any move to keep Khan away from public is expected to exacerbate the political turmoil that has consumed the country for the past 2 years.
Let's get more on this story from DW's reporter, Beenish Javed. Beenish, hi. It sounds like we are at a pretty serious inflection point in Pakistani politics here.
Claire, yes, the last 2 years have brought Pakistan to the brink. The country is facing a deep political crisis, an unprecedented economic crisis. Millions in Pakistan have fallen into poverty. Inflation is exploding. It's a nuclear-armed country of around 240 million people, and many of them feel that they are not being listened, they are being silenced. And Claire, it's also a country that is being governed by a government that many feel came into power through the backing of Pakistan's military and through a rigged vote that basically meant to keep Imran Khan out of power.
Let's take a look at the government's concerns briefly, right? They're worried about the PTI inciting riots, about receiving foreign funding. Is it justified in trying to ban Imran Khan's political party?
So, Claire, just as you've mentioned, the government says they have strong evidence that PTI received foreign funding, which is banned in Pakistani law. But if you speak to political observers, they would say that the announcement to ban PTI is because the government fears that PTI could actually come into power, because this announcement comes just after Pakistan's Supreme Court ruled that gave a ruling that allots more seats to PTI, which could make PTI, Imran Khan's PTI, the largest party in parliament. And not only that, some critics say that the government is planning broad judicial reforms that it could use for political gains. And if PTI becomes the largest party, then the government will not be able to go ahead with those reforms. So there's a general perception that the government is taking these actions because of all of these fears, but we also have to understand that the ban has also to be approved by the courts, and it's likely that it could be struck down, and the ban is actually not implemented.
Okay, so that will have to go through the courts first, remains to be seen. Let's talk about what the PTI party says is a crackdown on it. How serious is this crackdown on the party, would you say?
PTI says that around 300 of their members are still in jail. Some PTI members say that they were tortured in custody, they were harassed and forced to leave PTI. Then it's not only, there are some judges who have alleged that Pakistan's intelligence agencies have threatened them to hear an appeal against Imran Khan. There are human rights groups like Amnesty International and also the UN that are saying that Imran Khan should be immediately released and that there should be an independent investigation into allegations of PTI that there is a wide crackdown against this political party.
Well, thank you so much for providing us with that political analysis. That is our reporter, Beenish Javed. Very much appreciate your time. I'd like to bring in Zulfiqar Bukhari, a spokesperson for Khan's PTI party, joining us today from London. A warm welcome to DW. How worried are you that authorities will actually go ahead with banning your party?
Well, we're not worried at all in terms of realistically it happening. But it's just what's more worrisome is for the country as a whole, that is leading to more instability, it's leading to more turmoil. And the fact that they're going so brazenly out of the way now, especially after the back-to-back victories in the Supreme Court, which one of them was very important, which led to our victory of getting our reserve seats, increasing our number in Parliament. So what's worrisome is that all concentration, all victimization, all money, is all being focused on still victimizing Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and Imran Khan.
Now, you've been quoted as saying that these latest moves by Pakistan's government show that the country is under soft martial law. Could you tell us what you meant by that?
Sure. I mean, after these victories, like I said, I believe that the government, this sort of veneer of a democratic government that's in front of you, but the real power lies with the 2-3 people who of the establishment. And obviously all duress, all blackmailing, all tactics were used by the Chief Justice, Qazi Faiz Issa, using his powerful chair of being the Chief Justice. And he had the ability and the power to try to do that because he was being backed by, the military, the top of the military, and of course the ISI. But none of it worked, and 8 brave judges stood up and gave the verdict in favor of PTI. And this new one of trying to ban PTI is just a knee-jerk reaction.
You said the military denies this. It denies, in fact, that it interferes in politics at all. And in fact, the government says it has credible evidence that your party did receive funding from overseas. That's something that is banned under Pakistani law. Have you?
Overseas funding is not banned. We have a 10 million diaspora outside of Pakistan. I myself was an overseas Pakistani that held both a British and a Pakistani passport and a member of PTI, and I'm allowed to fund PTI. The only kind of funding which is not allowed is that of from people of other countries, other nationalities of sort. And we've had no funding whatsoever. Every single funding that has come in has been done by Pakistanis, let it be those who are living in the country or those who are living out of the country. There's no denying that Imran Khan is the most popular leader outside of Pakistan, and he has received millions of dollars across his political span and his philanthropy across the decades.
The government seems very keen to keep your party out of power. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's simple. Imran Khan and his party were the most popular party in the country. Imran Khan is probably definitely the most popular leader the country has ever seen. And his popularity is growing day by day. On top of it, they've had no luck or, they haven't had any success in terms of the economic situation in the country. The safety situation in the country, rule of law has also diminished badly. So at the moment, keeping Imran Khan in and trying to dismantle or ban his party they feel is the only choice. But like I said before, it's shooting yourself in the foot. It's only going to make us and him more popular.
So what is the strategy for the PTI now, facing this amount of opposition from the government and the military? Where do you go from here?
Look, we've always relied on the courts. We've had everything that's gone into the senior courts, the higher courts, and especially into the Supreme Court, we've won. If you look at all the cases that have been put on into Imran Khan, let it be the Treasury one of watches, let it be his illegitimate, so-called illegitimate marriage, all of them have been thrown out, let it even be the reserve seats. So we and Imran Khan still has full faith in his judiciary. And at the moment, there's a lot of brave judges that are standing up and saying that we will not be blackmailed or put under duress or threatened to give unconstitutional and illegal judgments. And as a party and as a country, everybody is supporting and backing those judges.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us on DW News. That is Zulfiqar Bukhari, a spokesperson for Imran Khan's PTI party. We very much appreciate you taking the time.